Hey Cancer, welcome to your career direction reading. I know that a lot of people have a very unstable outlook as far as career goes, so I thought it would be helpful to get an idea of where you can expect your career to go. Um, these readings are timeless, so I just wanted to make sure that I mentioned that, I am doing this reading at a time when, we're just starting to see kind of this lockdown open up, and so there's a lot of uncertainty, but that may resonate with you whenever you read this or whenever you view this reading. All right, so let's get started. What is the recent past energy for Cancer regarding their career direction? And we get the Fool. What is their current energy regarding their career direction? And we get the Four of Cups. What's the challenge for Cancer? Spirit, what's the challenge for Cancer? And we get Temperance. The advice from Spirit for Cancer. The Sun. Beautiful. And the outcome. And we get the Knight of Swords. Okay, let's see what we have here, Cancer. All right, so with the Fool, this is definitely about stepping in a new direction. Could be something that you've never done before. So this may be a new job, new industry, something like that. If not, then what I'm seeing is that you've made a very bold move at work. So we may get clarification on that, but for those of you that it resonates, there was a very bold move made at work, and otherwise it's a new position or a new direction that you took in your current position. So for the Four of Cups in the current energy, there's a sense that you're kind of struggling with teamwork here. And it's like there's people offering assistance to you. There is, projects that are team-based, something of that nature. And you may not realize it, or maybe you do. Maybe it's just something that you prefer to work on your own. And I think that especially if you were having to work from home or in an environment where there was reduced staff because of the global crisis, you may have really came into your own, like really felt like working on your own is where you're the most productive or inspired. But there is a struggle here with teamwork. All right, so in the challenge position, we have Temperance. And normally this is about, trying to find balance. And so it's telling me that you're struggling to find that balance. But it could just be struggling to get back to normal. Maybe, it was a situation where you were, working from home or having to do a different function because of, just everybody having to shift into different roles because of what's been going on. So I think that you're struggling to find your equilibrium. And my advice, what I'm getting is, it's not really my advice. It's what Spirit is giving me, is that You will struggle. And that's because you cannot continue the way that it was before. Things will not go back to normal. There has to be like a new normal, right? So with the sun as the advice from spirit, I mean, this goes right along with that. It's like the storm is over, the sun is out, it's, time to go in a positive direction. Everything is, positive movement forward. And I think that it's almost like rainbow energy, right? It's like exactly what I'm getting is the storm is over, the sun's out, it's extra bright in a sense because we've kind of been through this period of, you know, darkness or, feeling locked down and such. So it's going to feel wide open. And I feel like Spirit is saying, take that and run with it, okay? Be that, be that one that leads people through this wherever you work at. Maybe it's even your own company. So in order to maintain or to get to this equilibrium, this new equilibrium, especially if you're in business for yourself, it may require, really doing some research and trying to understand how your particular industry is going to be affected in the long run by all the changes that have gone on in the world. So with the outcome, we get the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords is definite leadership energy. There may be a sense that without realizing it, you can kind of get bossy, if I can be frank. Okay, so don't be bossy, try to be positive in this leadership, and this could be new leadership. This isn't the queen or the king, so this could be a new role that, whether it was an official promotion or not, it could just be something where you're naturally being, worked in to a leadership type position. Do, and I just keep getting this, don't be bossy, because it's like you're going to need the respect and the kind of connection with whoever you're leading, right? And so you have to establish that. And especially if you're coming from a place of being a part of a team and now you're suddenly thrust into this leadership, that can be a very tumultuous process. And especially now we're coming out of this, you're having to go through this new normal just in work in general. And then this has to become a new normal for you as well, being in this leadership role. I'm getting this strongly that this is a new leadership role, or maybe it's just additional responsibilities that include leading people. And so whether this is a business of your own or whether you're working for a company, those are the things that you need to keep in mind. I'm going to get a little clarification on the Knight of Swords here. Why is the Knight of Swords here for Cancer? And we get the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords in a career reading is really talking about positive communication skills, okay? I mean, just being on top of your communication game. And this could be really important, especially if you are, having to only, like if you're working from home, or people that you're leading, or having to, maybe you're having to give them their daily assignments. I'm not sure, but I feel like that is going to be your opportunity to bring this positive light into this new leadership without being bossy. That's where you're going to establish the connection, making sure that they know what's expected of them. and then holding them to it. It's like, whatever I say, I actually also do, right? What is I can't get the term in my head, but that phrase where it's like, you're walking the walk and talking the talk, right? You're actually doing the same things that you expect of them, you also do. So it's really about that integrity and not trying to throw your weight around in a sense. So that is going to be the key to you being successful in this leadership role. Obviously, this isn't going to resonate for everybody. So I would check out your Venus, your sun, moon, rising, or Venus signs. Not really Venus. Well, maybe Venus. It's in retrograde, so it may bring up these type of things as well. All right, let's get a divine doors guidance to close this out. Spirit, what do we have for Cancer? Okay. So this is the door. And it says, distant dream. The distance calls your heart to roam free. As you dare dream it, so must it be. It says pass this card on. Let's get one more. Spirit, what else do we have for Cancer? And this one. And it says, Jude's song, a reminder for even the most hopeless of lost cases, you can find peace within the strangest of places. So take that as you will, ponder it, and let me know in the comments how this plays out for you. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Remember that the universe has your back, and so do I. Take care.